Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and this is going to be a digital series. I'm thinking about it. I've been playing Baldur's Gate, as you've seen, and I'm super curious about playing more games that are video games. We'll bring them into those series as this, so we'll keep the channel of board gaming, you know, what it is. I'll be live streaming only board gaming, but I can release video series, you know, when I have an hour here or there to just show a fun game that I enjoy playing that you might like as well. And if it's something that I see when I look at some comments and people are saying, hey, they really like what they see and they want to keep it, you know, completely, they want to keep it going for that specific series, or they're like, that series isn't really gelling with us as a whole, we don't want to see any more of that, then I could just continue to play it on my own and not, you know, we that's how it works. This is kind of, you know, we did the 2000 subscription stream, and I really loved, and it touched my heart, and I wanted to keep bringing more content. You know, board games are very investful. My playthroughs are, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours, and you may not have time to do that or whatnot, and you just kind of want to see a fun game of something. So these 30-minute segment series, you know, 30 to an hour minute segment series are just so nice and consumable for what you want to watch, to see if it's something you want to continue watching or something you want to build out. So I've been doing that with Baldur's Gate 3, and I've gotten some really great feedback on it, so I'm going to try it with another game that I love so much, which is Factorio. This game is an assembly line factory building game through and through. Everything I love about it. There's been offshoots of this Dyson Sphere program, which I like that, but this one still just sinks to the heart for me. There's also Satisfactory, which is a first-person version of this kind of game, but I am not a first-person shooter player thing. I love what this brings, and it's been in beta for so long, like it's been at 0 point whatever state, but it released full release candidate, and they're now adding their first expansion onto it, which lets you go into space. But for now, what you are is I'm gonna say that it is a robot trying to get home, and you just keep crashing from planet to planet and having to basically re-get yourself back to spaces you're trying to get home. The expansion that's coming out adds different planet feels to it, but for this one, how this game's worked is you basically play, I know you're seeing like combat going on. I'm gonna shut that off. I don't want to do combat, I just want to build. And so basically how this lines itself up is, if you are creating factories, which creates pollution. These lovely little creatures here, they're called biters, and they hate pollution on their planet. So if you create pollution, they're gonna come and kill you and tear your base apart. But I'm gonna shut them off so that we can just enjoy a playthrough of this game and let it just be beautifully fun and great. You don't have to play with these creatures. It's not a combat game. If you don't want it to be at all, it could just be a straight factory game, and it'll be fun. Alright, so we will begin with Factorio. I'm going to just do a single player game to see it. Just to let you know, I've shut off every mod. There's only the base one. All the other mods are off. What I'm playing with is vanilla. I'm playing with, if you just bought the game and you want to get into it and try it out. So we're going to go single player mode. We're going to create a new game. And we're gonna do free play. There are game scenarios that you can do. Your job in all of it is different segments of things that you need to do. There's PvP, there's all these different things that you can do. But overall, on free play mode, you're just trying to build a rocket ship so you can leave the planet. So you will find out how you got to the planet as soon as I start the game. But once you build a rocket and leave the planet, you've won. And that's it. That's what you got to do, right? But you have to build these factories to get to this. You start with nothing, okay? So let's go ahead and go to next for free play. And then we'll take a look at what we have here. So let's look at our preview. And this is a pretty nice thing. So remember, I said I'm turning off enemies. I don't want this to be combat. I just want this to be fun, leisure, good time. We're gonna turn off cliffs because cliffs make my life awful. And then we're just gonna keep the water trees. We're gonna keep this how you see here. So this is the map. This is how we're gonna build out, right? We'll do resources. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bump up all these resources richness. That means that each node of resource is just gonna be overflowing with good vibes, right? So we've got uranium, coal, copper, iron, stone, the basic building blocks of what we need to build things out. There's oil fields that we can find to build stuff out as well. So we've got good things. We'll keep the frequency and the size of these things the exact same. We're not going to change that, so just change the richness. We'll leave water and yeah, we'll leave it all the same. We'll leave that all the same. And enemies are off, and we'll leave pollution on. Usually you take it off. This is what makes the enemies get antsy and want to kill you, but I'm gonna leave it on because I wanted you to see the impact of what you do as it affects the planet that you're on. So that's where we're gonna kind of start, okay? All right, let's go ahead and play and get into some Factorio. So our ship has crash landed on this unknown planet. I told you we should have made that left turn at Albuquerque. So this is Factorio Freeplay. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. But the natives are off, so I'll say don't forget, have fun. All right, so, yeah, this was a thing that happened. Our last rocket ship kind of went boom. So if we do left alt, you'll see what appears on here. You'll see like a thing. You'll see some other stuff in here. That's letting you know what has what in it, right? So we can come over here. We can control. If you hold down left control and click, you will take everything out of there so you don't have to dive in. Or you can click on it and that's where it'll be there so you can pick it up. So you could just do left control, click, left click, and boom, we grab those out. In here is just a gun, but I could take it. It's not a big deal. So we've got everything. We've got everything off the crash site. You can actually clear the ship. It's not going to give you any new renewable resources. It's just you can clear it and it'll be out of the way. However, I like to leave it here as an homage to not, making sure we make that left turn at Albuquerque. So let's go ahead and look around. So this is our character. I say that this is an automaton of some sort because he has all the recipes for everything that he ever wants to build. He just needs the resources to do it. However, he has that knowledge, but he needs to transfer that knowledge to a factory. And that's what you see up here where it says the research tab. So if you hit T, you'll see these are all the things that you can build as we're going through this entire game, and each one leads to a branching tree of something new and something fantastic that you can build out. The automation is what we really want to go for, okay? So let's go ahead and first we could come down, and if you want to harvest anything personally yourself, you just need to hold down right click, and what you'll see is down here you'll see a bar just moving along. That's your progress. So check this out. See? And we got some wood. So if we do E, we'll go into our inventory, and you can see I got 5 wood, I've got a stone furnace, I've got a burner miner, and I've got 8 iron plates. That's all I got. These are my crafting recipes that I have presently that I know, right? These are the things that I can do presently. As I learn more, I will be able to build more. So we could just, chop down all the trees you want. You could go chop tree crazy. It doesn't matter. There's no fatigue for it. You're just enjoying yourself. But we need to take a look more around our surroundings. And if we hit, so this is me zoomed out. So scroll wheel zoom out, right? So that's that. If I hit M, this is the map. So you're like, oh, wow, look at that. The map's not so big. It's not big at all. But we've got coal, stone, copper, and iron fields down here, which is fantastic. But that is our map. That is the entire map that you have of the world that you're going to be working in. Seems daunting. So when I tell you build your factories, build them big. Don't try to skimp on resources. Don't try to do any of that. Just go crazy with it. So let's go ahead and run down, and we're using the WASD keys to move around, and we're going to run down to look around. While we're running, we're going to look at these huge rocks. Now I wanted you to notice on this side over here, when I hover over that rock, you'll see it gives me some stats. The expected resource is coal and stone in these big rocks. I need that coal. So while I'm running down to check stuff out, I'll just right click, hold, do the laborious task of getting, and as you can see now, I have 48 coal, 30 stone from that one. Ooh, this is a big one, 37. Let's get that too. So we'll just chop, hack at it, hack, chop, and we get that. This one just has stone. I want the ones with coal in them. But here we go. This is an iron ore field. So as you can see, iron ore is just sticking out of the ground. And if you look over on the right, you see the amount that's in each square that I'm moving over, right? So what we need to do is we need to start building our factories. If we go over to the side here, we see here's some coal, here's some stone, and here is some copper. Okay, so very small fields, but remember, we're in this world where there's probably more fields that we can find, but I made them super rich, so that means that they won't run out as fast and then leave me without resources and stuck, so I can enjoy the relaxation of building my factory. So, we gotta determine how we're gonna do this. Okay, well, what can we craft? We can craft wooden chests, iron chests, regular transport belts, some burner inserters, some electric towers, some pipes, some bricks, and here's the bit where we love. So we've got some stone furnaces that we'd like to build out. So if there's some stone furnaces that we like to build out, as you can see, we already have one that's already here, but we need more than one, right? We're going to build all of it. So what do? We're going to hold down Control and just left click. Oops, sorry, Shift and left click. And that's going to spend all of our stone that we had to build that amount. So how much stone does it take to make one furnace? It takes 5 stone to make one furnace. So we'll spend all the stone that we had that is allowed to build 12 furnaces. All right. And yes, it changes at night, as you can see. So while we do that, we can then come over here to this field, this lovely iron ore field, and we need something to do this. We can right click, and we can mine it ourselves, but man, that's inefficient. So we've got this lovely burning mining drill that's here, and here's this lovely mining drill that we have that we can put here. And look at that. So we put a mining drill there. Okay, it will drill iron ore from the iron oil field, but it can't because it doesn't have any fuel. Oh, nuts. So we're going to go ahead and grab some, but it needs coal. Coal, that works. So we'll put some coal in there, and look at that. It's already starting to harvest it with that in there. Now, while it's kicking out all this while it's kicking out this ore, it's like, oh yeah, I want to kick out a bunch of ore someplace. It has nowhere to send it. Well, we've got this lovely stone furnace, right? So we can send it to that stone furnace. And it's like, oh, right, now I could pump stuff in there, but the stone furnace is like, oh, we need fuel as well. So let's add some fuel in there. And just like that, boom, we got plates. So now the ore field is being drilled by an iron ore that is powered by coal that feeds that iron ore into a furnace that creates plates for us. And as you can see, its contents on the right. So for every 1 ore, it creates 1 plate. So as you can see, 1 ore makes 1 plate. 1 ore makes 1 plate, right? Now, if you want to get it out of here, these plates, you can come in here, click this, and then put it in your inventory. Or you could do Control, right click. Well, sorry, Control left click, and that'll take everything out of it. So if you Control left click, you'll grab all the stuff that's in there and you're good to go. Cool. So we've got one being made, but we're out of coal, right? We don't have any coal in our inventory. So we're like, well, we could come over here and mine this coal, do it the hard way, but why do that at all? Well, now we've got enough. We need 3 plates, 3 iron gears, and 1 stone furnace to make this. We have these iron plates, which can be used to make gears. 2 iron plates makes 1 gear. And then we can use that to build. So what's beautiful about this game is that if you have all the ingredients, even though they're not in their completed form, you can just click on it and it will build it for you. So I want you to look at the bottom side of the screen. So when I click on one of these, it says, cool, I need to use plates to make that, and then I can make that. Boom, got it. So we're gonna make these lovely 2 that we have here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, instead of constantly having to go to our inventory and cover up the screen, we're going to drag this down into this inventory piece here. And now any single time I need one or I build a new one, you'll see it appear down here. Okay. So we're on this coal field and we want a way to automate to get our coal without us having to do all the hard labor and work, right? So we'll come over here and we'll say, okay, not a problem. We'll put one of these here. And then you know what? We'll put another one facing each other. So we'll use the R key to turn it around, face each other. So that means that this will pull coal up from the ground, feed it into this one. This will pull coal up from the ground, feed it into this one. So we have this system of coal being passed between these two. All right. And all we really need is one coal to start it. One piece of coal. So we grab that one piece of coal and boom. So I was going to say, all right, well, I'll push something in here. And then that one starts and says, okay, well, I'm going to push something in here. And now coal will continue to move between the two forever. So as you can see, perfect, perfect, perfect. So they are basically self-sustaining. And every time I need coal from them, I'll just control right click to grab some out of there. And now I've got coal and they're still running. And I'll move this coal down here in the bottom, and now I'll know how much I'll have should I need it. Then we'll come over here and we're like, all right, cool. Well, you know, we're doing pretty solid. We've got 44 plates. We'll put this in here. We got 44 plates, and we've got a lot of stuff, but this is a nice beginning to a lovely factory, but we need more, right? We need more. Well, let's get all 4 of these burner miners going, and we're going to create a chain for coal that is going to be, and you'll see when one's done, you'll see it appear there. So we're actually going to create a chain for all this coal. So there's 4 of them, right? So we'll do this. We'll do R. 1, 2. Boom, boom. Look at this. Now watch them all start powering each other. Slowly but surely they work together in unison, and it is beautiful. And there you go. So now these are all generating wonderful, wonderful coal. They're pulling it. They're just pulling them all in. Everything's looking hunky-dory. And now I've got 30 coal because they're doing it instead of me doing one at a time, wasting time. Cool. So that's our coal build. Well, we want to build out a little bit more about this. Getting this out, fleshed out a little bit more. We've got 5 more of these things, so let's just kind of spread them out, shall we? 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 total. Let's do 5. 5 feels good. So we'll need 4 more of those to do it, right? Well, let's see how much is in here. We've got 25, which lets us just do 1, which means we're missing out on stone because furnaces, we've only got 1 furnace. So we need more stone. More stone is needed. So we've got some stone over here. So we don't have to mill the ground. So we can just chop this up real quick. That's not gonna take moments off of our life. All right, there we go. Boom, we got stone. Look at that, we got 3. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more of this stuff here. And now we've got our 4. So shift click to build all 4. And then let's go get some more coal. So, like, we're already at 95. Automation is beautiful. Is it not, people? Is it not? So we'll come around here. We got 3 of them built so far. So we're going to R put into there, 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 and there. Sweet. And then we will put the coal in. Just we hold down and we right click to place in. Left click to take out, right click to place in. And now look at that beauty. Look at that. Look at that beautiful pollution. That's it. Yeah. Nice and docile. So we're gonna grab some more coal out of there. So we've got 69 out of that one. And then we'll come back in here and boom, look at that. That's pretty. So now if we shift or control left click we've got ourselves 55. So we've got a little bit of some nice, you know, everything is coal driven, but we've got some nice stuff. And we want to start this research, which goes to get this, and we need this red science. To do this red science, let's take a look. Let's take a look what that takes. So we'll go here, and we'll look for red science. Here it is. Red science needs copper plates and iron gears. And you know what uses red science? These labs. And those labs are how you do the research. But these labs need power. It needs electricity to run. And we need to be able to get these going. Okay, so we need copper plates right now. Well, there's a copper field over there with ore. What do you say? What do you say we copy this lovely, lovely thing that we were doing here and build it over? But this time we don't need that much. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 of those. And 1, 2, 3 of those. Right? So that's all we need for that. Get all that lovely plate. Come over here. Let's get some ore while we're at it. 137's nice. Then we'll run over here. And we'll say, okay. Why didn't you build? Where'd you go? Where did you go? I thought I built more than that. Oh. Huh. Alright, well, let's just grab some stone. I just need one more of these. I just need to make this 3. So we'll just keep, there we go. There we go. So there's 3. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And then rotate these 1, 2, 3. Then we'll click and we'll get the fun going. Oh, look at that plate. Look at that plate work. So we got a nice little beginner factory happening here, you know. Everybody's feeling good about themselves. Plate's looking solid. We got 198 iron plate. Let's go and let's go and re-up our coal. 117, and then we're gonna go over to the copper. Remember, that's control and left click to take, control and right click to place. So we got 24 copper. Sweet. All right. So we can make that, and it says that we only need 10. We need one. That'll take about 10 game minutes to make 10 to do this. So the more science buildings that you have, the faster that number goes. So we've got our lovely little beginner factory here, but we're running on coal, right? What is this? The Dark Ages? Is this something that we need to just kind of move ourselves past? Like, no, we are in the wave of electricity, and that's what we need to be worried about: gaining electricity. So what we're gonna do? How are y'all looking? Because I gotta walk away from y'all for a while. Alright, so we've got a lot of this. So we need to build electricity. The first thing we need to do to build electricity is we need power! We need power! And where do we get power from? There's, you know, Radio Shack? No. Walmart? No. I don't know. Where do we get power from? Oh, I know. The water. With an offshore pump. So notice this offshore pump needs 1 iron gear, electric circuits, and a pipe. Total raw materials that we need that you see is copper and iron plates. So we just need to build 1 pump. And let me get some more of this. And we need some more of this. And we need some more of this. Okay. I want to get to at least 100 coal for what I'm about to do. Okay. Now, we shall shove off and look for the nearest water supply. That looks like it. That's right above us. So let's head on back, find us a water supply. So if we go up and up and up and up and up and up and up, there's some water. All right, cool, cool. Water's looking good. Hey, look, there's fish in there. Look at that. There's a little guy swimming around. See the little guy? All right. So we are going to come over here. Here is good. And we're going to take that lovely little pump and we're going to put it here. All right, so that pump needs no power. All it's going to do is just going to use the water. It's going to pump that water out into pipes. Well, we need pipes, but before we need pipes, we need to create a boiler. We need actually 2 of them. So I need pipes and I need that. Where are my pipes? Here we go. So we're going to create one of those, which creates 2 pipes, which is fine. And I need stone. Did I pass any? Yeah, I passed stone. Passed plenty stone. Plenty stone. I just need 2 boilers right now. Can I make it now? Yes. All right, we're good. So what we want to do is we want to take a look at boilers. So how this works, people, engineers, water pumps in and water mixed with coal in a boiler makes steam. Steam goes into a steam engine, makes electricity. So we're going to create 2 boilers. And each boiler can power 2 steam engines. So since we're making 2 boilers, we're going to make 4 steam engines. So we're going to do our boiler here. Yeah, here's good. This will be fine. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, we'll connect them together. We'll take our lovely pipe that we made and we'll pipe from here to here. So as you can see, they're on the ground, so you see it tracing the underground pathing. No, that's fine. I'll keep it here. So as you can see, water was pumped, and you see water starts moving into these, which is fantastic. And then this is saying, oh man, this boiler's got water, but it doesn't have any coal to burn. Hence the reason why I wanted this coal. So now it's ready to make some steam. You saw it turn on just now, but now the steam, it's like, oh man, great, we can make some steam. But there's nowhere for the steam to go. So we create our steam engines here. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool, so it's like, oh yeah, there we go, now we're making it. But the steam says, yeah, we've got power, but nowhere for that power to go. So we're gonna create some electric lines. We're going to create all the electric lines, actually, which would be copper plating, which we have, and wood, which we have. So we're good to make those. You see them being formed. I'll put them on the bar here. And then we just need to boom, boom, and look at that. Power extreme. So we've got power, nowhere for it to go. If you click on the line, you'll see we've got power ready. We got 3.6 megawatts ready to go, but they're not in use at all. So we need to be able to build those out. Well, let's chop down some more trees to get more wood so we could build some more lines for what I'm about to do. All right, so we do that. So there's a felled tree here. We can harvest that too. And then let's make some more. So we'll make some more. All right. So, we've got electricity raring to go and nowhere to send it to. So let's head on back down to our factory. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to, so I don't have to keep running here, we're going to place power lines as we run down. So we've got the electricity ready to go when we're ready to go. Sweet. So as soon as we connect electricity, boom, we've got power, right? So we're still chugging along here. We're still doing this. And I'm like, okay, well, these use coal, but we don't want to stay there. That's the, once again, dark ages. Who wants to live in the dark ages? Who? Who? Tell me. So instead, we're going to look to the light with these lovely electric mining drills. And we're going to make all of them. So that's 13 that we can make. And we'll come over here, get some more of this. Sweet. Alright, so that'll work. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, look at you. You're running out. That's okay. We've got plate galore, so we're all right. So we're going to make our 13. If you notice, see how long this is taking? This is like, okay, well, it's got to make all the cogs. So this is kind of what's called waterfall, right? It's got to make all the cogs. Then after it makes all the cogs, it's got to make all the wire. And then after it makes all the wire, it's got to make all the circuits. And after it makes all the circuits, it finally makes the drills. The factories help because they deal with all of that, all autonomously and all asynchronously, and then whenever I need something, it's there for me to do. So we're going to build our factory to take care of this hard labor so we don't have to. But to start, we got to do a little bit of manual lifting here, right? So we'll do this, get those plates, and we'll just keep gaining resources while we wait for that to be done. This is looking pretty decent. All right, we're about to start making ours. Here we go. So there they go. They're starting to be made. So we're going to put these down in the bar. I'll put them right here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So you see them slow. So you see as this is getting built, you see more and more being added here. So we can start as these are being built. What we're going to do is we're going to take these electric miners and we're going to just place them. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Then we're going to turn these around and just put them right here and just do this. Run them straight down. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that. Look at that. They look good, right? They're ready. These electric miners will do the jobs of what these are doing, except for, but won't need coal because they're running on electricity. Beautiful, beautiful. And we could connect them. Let's do it here. Here, here, here. So I think that encompasses all of. Oh, I didn't connect them up. There we go. Look at that. Boom! Look at them go to work. All turned green, all chugging, ready to go. And they're like, man, we got all this ore we're ready to process, but what are we supposed to do with all of it, right? Well, let's look around. Well, we've got these conveyor belts that we can build out. That looks cool. That looks cool to build those out. And we need iron plates and iron gears. Well, how do we make iron gears with iron plates? Cool. And we've got these labs that we can build as well that we want to do stuff with. So let's get some automation running, shall we? We're going to build 2 labs to start. Not too bad. And if we look at these power poles, these power poles are like, there's 11, not using any. There's no power, there's no production or consumption happening right now because everything's waiting on me, which is perfectly fine. It's fine if it waits on me. It's my factory. It'll wait until I'm ready to say. And so as you can see, the day and night stuff burning, but as that's happening, I'm just gonna keep collecting this stuff because collecting those helps us build stuff that we really, really want. So we'll get this. We'll run over here. Oh man, look at that. Y'all are running low. So let's up ya. There you go. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay. So they're all done, right? We've got 2 research labs. They need electricity. Sure, I'll just throw them over here right now. They're next to an energy pole, so they're ready to go. We're going to come up here and we're going to say, okay, we need to start our research on automation. So we'll do start research and you'll see it go in our queue, which is fantastic. And then what we'll do, because this is the first one and we need 10, right? So let's put 10 in there. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because once we get that automation, the world becomes beautiful. It'll just keep taking the iron plates out of there for right now. Y'all are going to see something so cool. It's so cool. All right, get that coal. I'm going to get that copper while all this stuff's going on. And you could start thinking about how you want to plan out your factory. And don't feel that if you put something down and you mess up, it's going to mess you up. Like, for instance, I could come over here. I could say, oh, man, I put this down here by accident. Nothing is lost in this game. So as soon as you right click, you pick it back up and it comes right back to your inventory. Nothing is ever lost, right? It's either used or reclaimed. And that's how this game works. So we've got our 10, right? So we'll do 5 there, 5 there. So as you can see here at the top, the automation's going right now. We're building our automation. It's researching. It's moving a lot faster since I have 2 of these instead. And you can see that they're working. You hear the science working. Yes. Yes. So that is wonderful. We want this automation for the beauty that we are about to implement. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. You will see. I will impress you before the stream is over. I will impress. Notice it's slowed down because only 1's moving. Well, when it was 2, it's moving a lot faster. I have enough. It's 10 I needed, but it's just going to move slow until it's done. But it's almost done. It's at 92%. So, you're waiting to be impressed. I know. I know you are. Yeah, we completed automation. It's done. So automation's done, and that opens up the next things, which is electronics, which opens up all this other good stuff. So you see, and you could click on these to see if you want to find out the paths and what they lead to, right? So if we do this, it leads to that branching. There's a lot of stuff to make in this game. A lot of stuff. So we've got that done. We don't need to worry about that for right now because we've got automation. And with automation, we come in here. We've got these long-handed inserters that we now have, and we've got a factory. So an assembly machine. Assembly machines are beautiful, especially for what I'm about to do. So we're going to create 2 assembly machines. This is just going to be very baseline. So we'll create the 2 assembly machines. As you can see, it's doing whatever it needs to do slowly to start. Perfectly fine. It's okay. You can take your time. And we are going to create some inserters. So we're going to create, I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 inserters. And we're going to create 2 boxes. So you can just queue them all up, and you see, you can queue up to Land's End if you want. So we'll do that. And we'll say we'll put this one here. And remember, this says, hey, I need... Oop, you're running out of fuel. Let me help you out here. There you go. You're saying, hey, I need something to make something. So we'll look at this, and it says, okay, well, what do you want to make? Well, I would like to make cogs. Cogs need iron plates. Cool. So, and it makes 2 plates... it needs 2 plates, and it makes 1 cog every 0.5 seconds, or every half a second. So we'll do that, and it says, okay, well, I need plates. So now it's going to be it's waiting for that, and it's waiting for power because it needs factory. Oh, look at that. Goody gumdrops. I'll put this here. So now it's like, okay, I'm powered. Where's my plates? I'm ready to go. So we get these lovely little arms. And we say, okay, we're gonna put a plate from there into there. This is like, oh, I need power too. Don't forget about me. Don't you forget about me. So there it goes. So it's feeding it in, and it's building cogs. And so it's like, cool, I've got cogs done, but I don't know what to do with them. Well, let's use our other lovely factory, and we'll do 1 space down. And we'll say, okay, well, to make that, we need to make... To make these, we need cogs and plates. So, cool, we'll let it make these tracks, and it needs cogs and plates. So we're going to take one of these lovelies, and we're going to take the cogs out of there, put them in there, and one of the plates out of there, and 2 of the plates out of there, and put them in there. Give it a little bit of power and juice. And look at that. Boom. And if we want to speed things up, because this thing looks like it's working overtime, let's put that in there. And then, now that this says, okay, well, we've got all the cogs, we've got everything, we're full up on these. What do you want to do with all this stuff that we have? Actually, I can take this back. It's like, no problem. Let's put them all in a bin. So we'll take the bin, put it here. We'll take this 1 arm, Put that to the bin. Give it some power. You're impressed with me, aren't you? You're impressed with me. Look at the factory work. Look at it. Be impressed. Be impressed. So now, instead of me making these, this mini, tiny, little, small micro factory is doing it for me. Isn't that grand? Be impressed with me. Be impressed. I demand it. I demand it. Alright, and then we'll just collect from those two. We've got lots of iron plates and iron ore. And this is building out. Now look at this. This can fill all this up, but we don't want to. We'll just say we'll let it fill up to there. And once it hits this point, it'll stop. So you don't have to get a overflow of things that you don't need. Remember, cannot be destroyed. Can only be reclaimed or made into something else. So we'll let that run for a bit, because once those are finished, I'm going to impress you some more. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up disassembling this entire factory and make it an even more smooth. So you see all this power running, right? So let's take a look at our power consumption readout. So we've got our inserters that are using that much power, kilowatts. And we've got our factories that's using that much, which we're using barely enough of what we've been generating from those 4 steam engines so far, which is fantastic. So we're making good time. We're making good time. 72. Let's take those. So we'll take those. Control left click to take, remember? So we have 72 now. So what do we do with all that lovely, 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 yummy, good stuff? Well, let's go ahead and let's say we're going to use these, and we'll put them up here. How do I clear this? Middle click to clear it. There we go. So we're going to put these here now. And now, whenever we get more, so right now we have 75, so if we come back in here and we take the next set, see we're at 103. The factory moves on. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get our coal independence by taking this lovely track, putting it here, and boom, 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 boom. And look at that. I am auto pulling with electricity. I'm coal-free generating ore. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So it doesn't go away, it just backs up on here, which is perfectly fine. So we're building that out. We're building all this good stuff. Cool factory. This thing is going on its own. It's chugging. We don't have to spend any coal on this because electricity is taking care of all of this. And if we now look at our electricity consumption, now we see the electric miners are working now. All this is working, and we're still not using that much power, so we're doing okay. We're doing okay power-wise. We don't need to expand, which is fantastic. All right. Remember, we're still going for coal independence, right? That's the name of the game. And that means we need to be able to create these plates without this. So we need these lovely bad boys to work. But we need something a little efficient, don't you think? Something a little smooth for what we're trying to build. A little bit of smoothness. So before we do that, what we're gonna do... Let me get that stone. I need something to just create stone for me. Like, just harvest stone. And right now, we're not doing... Remember, we're not fully independent from this lovely stuff just yet. We're not fully independent. So what we'll do just to get some stone going is we'll come over here and we'll take this one back. Sure, we'll take that. We'll take that. Fine. We'll just operate off of 4 instead of 5. And this we'll just place in here. Fantastic. And we've got a lovely array. So we've got 10 that we can make, but I want more than 10 for what I want, right? So, and we also got 2. So to make my plan work, we're gonna need probably about, I'll say, let's get 10 total of these more mining drills. So I need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're gonna start small. We're not gonna go too crazy with it, right? We gotta make sure that we don't have our coal independence yet. So we'll do this to get those, to keep that running so we're generating stuff. We'll come over here And we'll grab this. Remember, we're not independent of coal yet. Alright, so we'll always have to use coal or power to power something. So we'll just collect from there, and we're like, okay, as we're building those, we'll build those out. But we also need some stone. We need stone. Because stone is important for our plans. So we will take this lovely little burner miner, or not burner miner, but this lovely little coal miner, put it here, and then we're just gonna take one of these and attach it right to it. Just straight, it's just gonna push it straight in there. And then we will just put some coal in there, and we'll just let it put that stone right there into the box, right? Actually, what do we need? Oh, we can craft it in there. Oh boy. We could craft the stone furnace in a stone furnace. Isn't that great? So if we, what happens if I do this? I'm just curious. What happens if I do this? Oh, it's just making bricks. Okay, it would just make bricks. Okay. Let's not get overzealous. Let's just do this for right now. Put that in there for me. And you know how much I want? I just want that much. I don't want too much. Just that right there will be good. All right. I'm an evil genius, and you have to trust in my plans. So then we'll come here, and we'll say, okay, well, we'll do the same thing. Remember I said 5 and 5? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn this around. Let's see. It would have to be... I just gotta read it right. I gotta read it right. This is important. This is important. 1, 2, space. 1, 2, space. 1. All right. And then we're gonna just go ahead and... Yeah, we're just gonna move that down there. We're just gonna do that. Just put a happy little trail right there. We'll do this, this, and that. And then... boom. And we've connected that up, and look at that. Coal generation right there. And if we want to get this off of this here, instead of going over here and control clicking and doing all this, you know what we just have to do? Go over to this pile, hold down F, and boom, we got coal. So we're moving closer and closer away from having to fuel things and let the automation do what is beautiful and right. So we're going to take this 28. So we've got about 84 of those, which is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to make all 16. We need more than that. I need more. I need more. But let's do 16 to start so you can see my evil plan. So we'll do that. We'll make all 16. And then we're going to come over here. I need a lot of these. So look at that. We'll get another 100. Remember, I don't have to do all the hard work. It's doing it for me. And look at this. It's just like, we've got all this wonderful iron ore. We need something to do with it. Hold on. We need something fun to do. So we've got 17. I want more than 7. I need an even number, or else I'm going to go crazy. I could do 10 and 10, and that'd be fine. 10 and 10, so I need 20. So I just need 3 more, right? 3 more? Yeah, that's what we got. So that'll put us at 20. There we go. All right. So we're going to say, okay, well, we got 10 and 10. It's like, oh, Canje, what are you doing? Mooha, mooha. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's chop down this tree. I need to be able to see. Let's chop down all these lovely trees. Devastate the world, shall we? Devastate it. This world doesn't need trees. Who needs trees? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll do that, right? Cool, 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 cool. And then we're gonna run this. We're gonna do one up, and we're gonna run it this way. And we're gonna cut down some more trees, because we want to be able to see what's going on. We want to be like Marvin Gaye. We want to know what's going on. And we'll chop these down, and then let's just continue a little bit more. We'll just go to right there. That looks fun. Look at that. Right? That doesn't make any sense. What are you trying to do? Well, let's come over here, and let's take these. So we've got a pretty decent amount. We're gonna come over here to these arm thingies, and we're gonna build, let's do 20. We need one. We need double. So it would be 20. We need 40. So I think it's 40. And we're going to pull these down on the bar. So we'll let those count up and see what's happening. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? That doesn't make any sense. And then we're just going to grab one of these. We go one down, and we'll go... Where do I want to go with this? You know what? We're gonna turn this beat around. We're gonna go this way, because we love to hear perfection. And we'll go there. Then we're gonna grab the other 10. Go one down. So we do our 10 there. Right, that's 10 that we did. And then we'll chop these down. This is the beauty of the factory, people. The beauty. There's the beauty's in the juicer. So we do this, and then we take this, turn this around, go one down, come here, and we run it this way. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that. It's the beginning of something wonderful. So we are going to then put these, and we're going to output remember, we are going for our lovely independence, right? Look at that. That looks solid. That looks solid. Cool, cool. That just looks amazing. Amazing. I feel like I should turn that around. I should turn these around. These ones around. I think I will. Yeah, because what? I'll run it around. I'll run it around. I'm going to do something convoluted, and then we can fix it later, because that is the beauty of this game. So we'll put one here. I got to put it in the right order. Here. 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 So that should cover all of them, which it does. And then we will do more. So we'll do... I'm going to do something convoluted so you can see the fun and beauty of this. So this needs to feed here. So we'll do... And I need more than that. So we are going to build... Alright, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then come around and do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Look at that convoluted mess. How do you feel about that? How's that making you feel? Make you feel nervous? Here, 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 and there. And there, Yeah? Looking good, right? Okay, so what we want to do now, because we have our lovely independent. Let's come over here. Oh, so they've done 98 of them. 98's good. 98's good. Are you short? Oh, you're short on plates. Are you short on plates? Oh, that's why you're short on plates. There you go. Now you're not short on plates anymore. And you got everything you need to build out. There we go. It's humming now. Cooking with gas now. We're still not at our coal independence yet. So we'll come over here and we're like, oh, we've got this. What do we do with that? Oh, I tell you what we'll do with it. We're gonna go run this bad boy. I'm doing this. I know this is not efficient. I'm okay with that because we can fix it later. That's the beauty of this game. Nothing is set in stone. Come down here. So the coal, and that's there. Sweet, sweet. So then we will... Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, so then we'll come over here. And we'll look here for... Where are you? I need to make one more thing in the in here. I need to do one more science. This. Logistics. Yep, that's what I need. Logistics. I need 20 of them to make it happen. So I need 20 logistics things. Okay, well, I'll let that catch up while I do 20. And let's find out what's going on with y'all. It's trickling in. Trickling in is no bueno. And let's make sure that our power, because if our power runs out of coal, we're kind of screwed. So let's run up here while that stuff's getting done, and let's check on this. And we'll take care of this too in a little bit. 20's not bad, but let's fill it up. There we go. We've topped them off. 50. We topped them off. So we can head back down. Just running around. Happy little build out. Happy little build out. I know I said 30 minutes for this, but I'm so excited for this right now. I wanna start this. Once I start this, I will end there and we'll pick it up next time. But right now, I'm super pumped for this. I'm excited. Look at all that wonderful coal coming in. Look at all that wonderful stuff building out. It's just fantabulous. All right, let's get this started. So as that builds out, we'll just add more. I might build another one. See if we can speed this up a little bit. And I ain't gonna do that. And if you left click on it, you can cancel. So once you start, if you're like, oh man, I gotta wait, nah, you don't have to. You just left click and cancel and you're fine. So look at it move. Look at it move slow. It's supposed to take 15 minutes, but because I have 2 of them, it's cut in half, so 7. If I had another one, it'll cut it in thirds, and we go from there. So the more you have, there we go. So it should finish while I scheme my master scheme. Okay, let's get some power down there, shall we? Let's get some power. Oh, why don't you have any power? Can I give you? Yeah, can I? No, I can't. Dang it. Hate inefficiencies. There you go, and you need power there. Okay. So now everything has power. Everything's raring to go, but they have no fuel, no coal. What am I doing with this, you might wonder? Mooha. Mooha. Evil scheme. So how's this looking? It's at 64, 60. Oh, it's moving super slow. 7 left. Yuck. Try to see if I can speed this up. Nuts. When stuff moves slow and you're like, I can make it go faster. Sometimes it's quick to just quickly knock it out. Sometimes, you know, you need to take your time. So we'll see. It's almost there. What do you got in here? 4. And what do you got in this one? 4. Let's throw it in there. Alright, it's almost done. And then you will see. You will see my master plan. Almost. Yeah, it's done. Woo-ha. So we'll come over here and we have underground belts and we've got splitters. We're gonna build a splitter. And it's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be so pretty. It's gonna be a pretty splitter. We'll move that splitter down here. Let's build another one. I think I might need... Yeah. I'm gonna do an inefficient splitter. I could do an efficient one, but I want y'all to see how beautiful this thing is. So we could do... We will do... here and here. And when you do that, and you do a belt through it, fun things happen. You want to know what fun things? Let's show you. Well, I'll tell you. Then we do another splitter that does this, and that splitter then gets split off up here. Look at my evil plan, people. Look upon me. Look upon me. Look at that automation at its finest. Look at those plates. And that's why I was like, I think I might turn these around. I really, oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I can turn it this way, and then I need to make undergroundies. And these undergrounds come in pairs. And then I could do an underground there, outside of there. And what's that on the other side? What's that you say? Plates? Plates being made? What? What? Who would have thunk it? Look at that lovely, lovely, sweet, sweet automation. We've moved up about halfway in our stuff. And we're looking at, we could do some lights if we want to, so when it gets dark, it doesn't have to be super dark. Guns if we had biters, walls if we had biters, guns. But I'm thinking electronics would be fabulous. Yes, electronics will be great. So we'll start research on electronics. And let's see how, so before you see me having to make all these red things and they run out, and when they run out, this thing stops. That doesn't sound fun, right? So we've got this lovely, lovely thing going here, making, look at all this. Look at all, that's just fancy. That's just fancy right there. It's just fancy. So what do we want to do? Well, what I can do is actually I can make a blueprint and copy this so I don't have to do it again. Paste it on the other side. And then we can duplicate this over and over and over again as we need. But this is just a small little mini smelting factory for iron ore. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Just look at it. Look at it. And look at them work and build and cook. And they're feeding themselves. The coal is coming in. I don't have to place coal anymore. It's taking exactly what it needs to build out. And it's looking great. And now we have plates, which means we have plate independence from these, right? We don't have, we no longer are we shackled. No longer are we shackled to saying coming up here and putting coal in here and having to come back to this to deal with it. No, no, no. The coal and the iron takes care of itself, and it gives us lovely, lovely plate. To which, we could say we want full independence from this and destroy this and never have to look at this abomination again. We'll do something a little bit smaller. Ooh, power's running low. Why is power low? Oh, I know why. Power ran out, and we were like, haha, you thought you were independent. Power ran out because we were out of coal. Well, what can we do about that? Oh, I know. Let's make a splitter. Let's make a lovely splitter. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to use that splitter. Oh, I don't know. Let's say right here. Then we are going to grab this and head on up. And if you want to run faster, you can stand on the belt, and then you can move faster. Look at that. It is out of coal. That is unfortunate work. And then we'll just, for these, you can't use these inserters. You have to use these burner inserters. So we just need 2 of them right now. 2 burner inserters. And we'll say there and there. And then we're just going to look and see, where's the coal on this? Oh, there it is. There's the coal. So now, no longer will I have to feed coal into this. I'll hang on to coal here because if something new I built that's far out that needs it before I can get the electricity set up, I've got that option. But I don't have to do it right now, do I? No, we're going to follow this up and look at it making its way. And these burner inserters, they need coal, so they feed themselves before they feed the boilers. So watch it come around. Feed ourselves, feed ourselves, feed the boiler. And look at that. It has a steady stream of coal coming in that will keep the steam. The water's pumping, feeling good. And we take a look at the power lines. It's filling up a little bit, so we might need to add. What I like to add is I like to add 2 at a time, so that's 8 steam engines at a time to build this out. But that's all we're going to do today, just to kind of give you a preview of the beauty of this game as you're building out this wonderful, wonderful factory. As you can see, if coal runs out, it runs out, and you figure out what's happening pretty quickly. You find out what's going on. What do we got here? So we've got a little slowdown here. Notice here we've got a little, when this one runs out, we see this one suffer as this one tries to compensate, which is fine. You can actually click on this and say where you want the output priority to be, on the left or the right. It's completely up to you, but I'm going to keep it just kind of evening itself out. And all that tells me is that we have a coal problem. We're not generating enough coal to be able to sustain this line. Isn't that beautiful how this game works? So everything always compounds upon itself, which is fantastic. And that's what I love about this game so much. We've still got these things being made, which is fantastic. You will always use transport belts like crazy, so that this is still going right now is fine. But that gets us closer and closer to that lovely independence from coal mining drills to pure electricity, generating all this wonderful stuff. And look at all those plates just waiting to be made. And basically, you'll see here that when these fill up, they'll just stop until they're needed again. And all that tells me here is that as this flowing, if I look over here on this one, this guy's not getting any plates because the ore is not flowing enough to fill up the demand of what's being called for here, because these things are being hungry and taking them up all the time. So adding some more of these drills will throw a lot into this. So therefore, we'll build up this, we'll build up that, we'll add some more power, and then we're going to move on to the next thing of getting like a mini thing going where we're going to completely eradicate this small thing here and have something generating cogs generating that as well, and creating some really fun stuff, because off of this we can create underground belts with transport belts and plate. We can create, there's electric circuits that we have to make. So electric circuits seems to be the big thing, where we need copper cable and iron plates, and copper cable comes from copper plates. So there's a lot of different things that we have to put together to make the bits that we need. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope you like it. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, I could stop and I will continue this all on my own, because I love this game so much. But if you like what you see here, just let me know. Like I said, I'm not going for efficiency. I'm just going for what we can do. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get the factory up and running, and then I start tweaking it and making it efficient. Because remember, nothing is destroyed, only reclaimed or changed or altered into some way, right? But as you can see, this is how this builds out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everyone.